boys, it's time to play NBA 2K of game number 2 of the MVP race. We're playing against Jokic with, again, with Miami Heat against the Denver Nuggets. So without further talking, let's jump in and let's win this shit. Let's get it, come on. Alright, here we go. We have home court advantage B+ only though. That's pretty poor, but doesn't matter. So, come on Jalen, hit it instantly. Dribble. Boom, boom. Nice.
Well, when you're as polished and practiced a shooter as Brown, there's no reason to hesitate.
Oh, look at the starting group here for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Diallo in at the small forward position. And time now to go courtside with Ali LaForce for a report on MP.
Tonight, MP goes up against Nikola Jokic. He's won multiple MVPs, and he's gunning for another. I asked MP, how can you stand out as the more valuable player to your team? MP said, win the game. Joker's going to be Joker. He's going to do what he does, but at the end of the day, it's all about that dub.
Damn, I said that.
Hard to argue with that logic.
I didn't say that.
Thanks, Alec. Now here's Diallo. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game.
Nice.
Miami has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And here's Brown for 3.
Dunk it on Jokic. Bang bang.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat stand. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look,
another one.
Then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
Now here's Jokic. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5.
Come on, 80.
Let's see if they can turn it around.
Oh, shit.
A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
That's true.
Outside Murray.
Come on.
Pulls up. Adebayo grabs the board.
Give me that shit.
Hasn't been his best quarter.
Come on, Jalen.
Trying to shoot himself out of the
triple.
And he's Brown for 3.
Dash.
Ooh, he's looking comfortable now.
Timeout.
3 for 3.
I just love the ball.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to review the game plan. The Heat making a switch here. Jaquez is checked in. McKinney's checked in for the Nuggets. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Murray, no good.
Nice.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Another one.
That's good.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Murray from outside. Rebound Miami. And can anyone stop this team right now? They've won a stunning 25 games in a row, and there seems to be no end in sight.
What the fuck?
Well, it's really unbelievable. I had a 10-game win streak with the Magic as a head coach, and I'm trying to imagine more than doubling that kind of a run. It's really unthinkable, the amount of consistent good fortune and effort that it takes to do something like this.
Yes, sir.
When you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance.
Damn, we only scored 3s.
Extremely important, BA, because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player.
Let's go for 10 threes, bro.
Team success.
Now here's Diallo to end the drought. Again, the miss by Murray.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Nuggets trail by 18. All right, I'm told we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, joining us now with the latest news. Shams, what's the update?
Thank you, BA.
Finally scored,
Things
bro.
are happening
Over
for
3
Detroit
minutes.
and the Pistons front office as we get closer to the trade deadline. They labeled DeAndre Ayton as a target for
Only a
quite
2.
some time now. They were able to land him.
18 to
Ever
Pistons?
since his early days, they really appreciated his game, and now that his value has dipped a little bit from where he was initially, the team felt it was the right move to make at the right time. They wanted his size and his interior presence immediately.
All right, Shams, thank you. Much appreciated. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Jaquez has got 5 now.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching.
Nice.
A perfect game plan.
8 for 6 is insane in 1 quarter as
Hi
well.
guys, well the machine in their last game against the Jazz was all business. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he was dealing assists all around.
He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight.
Right.
Guys, back to you.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular
Come on,
evening.
Tommy.
Well, I'm sure
That's
he's
back.
coming in with a lot of confidence after last game.
Sir.
He wants to have a repeat performance.
30
here tonight.
points
An
already.
outstanding first quarter from the field.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets.
We
Their
might
last
get
encounter was in Denver.
a triple-double this game.
The last time they faced this team, and they only have themselves to blame.
Come on.
Yeah, they were coughing it up all over the place. For whatever reason, they could not find the handle.
Here's Brown. Again,
Sir.
the Heat score.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, this is
All right,
exactly
first quarter
how
done.
you want to start a game.
Let's get into the
with a
second.
big
Come on.
offense.
We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor
right.
and attacking before the defense can get set.
Yeah, we got to talk
Hey.
about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
On the court for Denver, we've got Washington. Malachi Flynn out there with Christian Brown. Then they're Sharp, and it's McKinney in at the three. Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish.
Hit it.
It's part of their culture. They
Yes,
only
sir.
bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way
Pause it.
possible. Well, the defense can't lose track of him.
Oh, fuck.
He's
Bad
too
pause.
talented offensively.
What a pause, though.
And out of bounds.
Bro, we already got 3
Now,
turnovers. That's
an unforced
bad,
error.
dude.
You want to
Damn.
drive your coach crazy? That's the way to do it.
Walker, he's checked in for Miami. And the switch here also for Denver. Clarkson's checked in. Sharp, a screen on Davis. They get the rebound. He got a piece of it. But it goes out of bounds. That one off
Let
Sharp.
it block. Oh my God, we got a block.
Look at how all-star voting is going thus far.
And so much fun to see the tallies start to come in. See how things start to look.
You look at Adebayo, with how things stand now, it'd take a big change in the voting to get him into the top 10 of the East.
Come
Yeah,
on.
much less the starting five, but he shouldn't let that distract him from the honor of making it onto this list at all.
And what a night it'll be. We'll keep you updated on the latest results during voting. For Miami, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second.
Another turnover? God damn.
Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. And no good.
Nice.
Excellent D there from Davis.
All right, let's get that double-double.
Pass to Ware. Always
Sir.
a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games
Jump
on
ball?
both ends of the floor.
And the ball
Really?
is tied up, so we'll have a
Why,
jump ball.
why didn't you pass it to someone? Oh my God.
Pass to McKinney. Down low. Walker with a steal. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the
Light.
long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities:
oh my God.
basketball IQ, character, positional size, and absence of skill deficiencies. Brian, the track record has been strong.
What was that?
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Well, Grant, with the
All right,
money's
we
on
are
the
in
line,
timeout.
the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Like,
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Miami. Tyler Hero comes in for Davis.
That's been typical of their
Top 10 career
performance
assists.
today. They're sharing the
Wow.
ball and creating good shots.
Washington passes to Diallo. And Hero grabs the board.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
The machine.
Right.
And the Heat, another 3.
They're
Pass.
simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Washington finds Diallo. Here's Flynn. Sends it home
All right.
from 3-point land.
and both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady dive from outside.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
To the inside, here's Jokic. Miami grabs the miss. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
That one up quick. The Machine's got 13 points in this quarter.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And again, it's Miami from deep.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, understand why.
Well, yeah, the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Flynn's shot is off.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now.
Yes, sir.
They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Diallo outside.
Come on.
23 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And that one's good. Flynn's got 6 points.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
The Machine. Three-pointer, no good. Here's Shepard. To the middle. Here's Washington. And the layup is good off the glass. Washington's got his first basket.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Come on.
And so it's the Miami Heat making this game a no contest.
I think they're counting, right?
Poured it on becomes
Let's
the
go. Second half.
Threatening to be. And the Heat
Second half. Instantly with a steal.
The face of the
Unlucky.
franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation.
Jaylen Brown is out there with Jabari Walker. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's the Machine in at the 1. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. The rebound by the Machine.
Come on.
The Machine's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Oh, my. So much force in Bam's game right there.
Come on.
Jokic the screen. Murray passes to Jokic.
I pass to Murray, bro. Hit it. Bro, hit it.
Murray finds some space. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Murray's got 8.
Well, you got to love that play. Murray gets to his spot, and the pass is right there.
Damn.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Brown against Diallo. Brown passes to Jokic. Here's Murray.
Oh, what
Brown.
the fuck?
The 3. Offensive board. Jokic. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Pass to Adebayo. Over Jokic. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
All right. You got to get more assists, more points.
Here's Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
All right, give me the
Well, that's a
points.
miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
For Denver, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Murray can't get that one to fall.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Drops in the 3.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Can they get it? And another miss by Denver.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
A multiple-time
Nice.
All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game stand catches your eye nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
Nice.
That's exactly right. Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Nice.
The Machine's got 12 now
We're
in this
cooking, bro.
quarter.
We're
This
actually cooking.
defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Come on.
Here's Murray.
Damn.
Murray can't get that one to fall.
How the fuck was
He
that
just
not a
hasn't
rebound?
been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots.
Boom.
Better selection. You have to be set up for success.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
All right.
Pass to Brown. 1:10 left in the third quarter. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
Well, his turnovers certainly aren't making it any easier for them.
A different look for Denver. Sharp, he's checked in for Jokic. And McKinney subbed in for Murray.
Oh,
Shot by the
would've been
Machine, no
nice.
good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Davis, the pass to the Machine. Fires the three. Connects again
Right.
from distance. Man, he's
47.
really launching him from outside the arc.
And so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Pass to Sharp. Here's McKinney. Here's Brown. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
That one drops for him.
Nice.
Ware's gotten his second bucket.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
There's the three. Sinks it from distance.
Well, he's been
Come on.
able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Here's the Machine. And that one hits the back iron.
No foul?
Denver has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling.
All right,
Pass to
bro.
Gordon. Diallo outside. The three is up. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Miami Heat showing no mercy and just piling it
What are we doing
on.
on the
Looking
bench, bro?
dominant for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also...
He got it again! Sensational!
And as he continues to pile up the points, he is moving into elite company.
Creeping up on the 4th highest scoring season in league history.
Well, that's just a terrific
All
move.
right.
Murray's so skilled at creating space off the dribble.
Fuck.
A shot by the Machine, no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Back to Murray. Gordon against Jaquez.
All right.
Inside. It's stolen
Nice.
by Jaquez.
Good shit.
Here's the Machine. He
Boom.
buries
Good
it
shit.
from 3. The Machine's got 53 points.
All right, get this
And
shit.
breaking down some
All right,
numbers
never
here.
mind.
The hustle stats for Miami.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be
Man, one
really
more
active
rebound,
on
dude.
D, and they've been more than that tonight.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to
Terrific.
create easy opportunities. Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking them down, you might as well keep riding it.
Diallo outside. Oh, from deep. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Okay.
4th quarter of play and over 3.5. And
Let's
it's good. He
get
gets
it.
another one.
It's hard to understate just how special his season's been. This is something we see once in a generation.
He now has the 4th highest scoring season of all time.
Come on.
Murray from outside buries it from
No
3.
rebound, dude.
Murray's got 7 points for the quarter.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Heat.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
Boom.
and it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for the machine.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Nah, bro, fuck off, boys.
The 3. He drops it from range.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly from the head coach all the way down.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Now they decide to foul intentionally.
I need that triple-double. Quadruple-double, sorry.
Right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
5 ticks left to play in the 4th. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the first one at the line is good.
Second personal foul. Third team.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Fuck it. 470.
Here's the machine. Misses the shot. So no problem for
we beat him though. That's good. I left him with 2 rebounds. I feel like we still got... Alright boys, it is what it is. We kind of cooked, to be honest. I mean, we totally cooked. We didn't kind of cook, we cooked. Yeah, fair enough. We kind of cooked them. And Nikola Jokic got dropped, to be fair. And yeah boys, thank you so much for watching. I'm just gonna be. We see you next time. Have a great day. We see you then. Until then, and bye bye.